right, Colleen, thank you. Well, in Total Money, if you have a federal student loan and maybe been struggling to make the payments, you're going to want to take note of a deadline that is fast approaching, and it could negatively impact your credit score. Jen Burke from the Maine Credit Union League is here to talk about the end of the student loan on-ramp. It's happening on September 30th. So, Jen, tell us about the on-ramp period. How has it impacted federal student loan borrowers?
It's a unique name for a benefit, right?
Yeah.
Well, essentially, when the pandemic happened, there was a forbearance period that went into effect that gave some financial relief to federal student loan holders, meaning they didn't have to pay back their student loans for a period, and no interest would accrue on those loans because, you know, there was so much financial hardship happening during the pandemic. Well, that all ended last September, and people needed to resume paying back their federal student loans on October 1st of last year. President Biden introduced an on-ramp period, which essentially gave those individuals a little bit more flexibility in getting used to the habit of paying back their federal student loans. So if they missed a payment or couldn't make a payment, it wouldn't negatively impact them in the sense that the federal loan holders weren't going to report it to the credit bureaus, which could impact their credit negatively. That all ends on September 30th.
Well, speaking of, so could continued failure to make a payment have serious consequences?
That's exactly it, and it's so important for people to realize just how important a good credit score is. So if you are unable to make those loans back beginning on October 1st, the credit bureaus will be notified that you're not making payments. This can negatively impact your credit score, and credit is so important. I mean, you will find yourself in a difficult position if you need to apply for a loan, even if you're applying for a job. Employers are looking at credit scores these days, so credit is really important. And if you're not paying back on those loans, you could get tacked with fees, which could put you back in a worse financial position. So look at your budget. If you're unable to pay, figure out now in the next 2 weeks what you need to readjust and cut out so that you can get those loan payments back on track.
All right. Very good advice, Jen Burke from the Maine Credit Union League. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Letting us know the deadline. We need to know those.
It's coming up fast.
We'll be right back.